A music festival cancels 48 hours before it's set to start.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Organizers blame the city for creating barriers, but the mayor isn't having it. Learning more about a Lethbridge man accused of a deadly attack in Montreal.
He's been here for years, right? So he kept to himself mostly.
And a Calgary crowd for Team Canada.
It's a historic moment for the game. We've got the World Cup taking place in our own backyard.
Soccer fever spreads as the team reaches the knockout stage.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Alicia Fieldberg.
Hello and thank you for joining us. This weekend's Country Thunder Music Festival is cancelled. Organizers blame construction and new noise bylaws, but the city says those levels have no impact on Country Thunder's events. Tyson Fedor reports.
It was supposed to be Jaden Riley and her band's next big break.
Was going to be the biggest stage of our career so far, so yeah, it's a pretty tough pill to swallow.
Set to open Country Thunder Alberta 2026 on Saturday, Jaden Riley and the Crybabies are one of several acts not performing for fans this weekend as the festival pulled the plug.
Trying not to cry because I don't want to ruin my makeup. Yeah, it's shocking.
Country Thunder announced Wednesday the traffic reduction along 9th Avenue Southeast due to construction, loss of key infrastructure, such as access points for acts, a new water line, and reduced decibel noise permit are factors in cancelling.
It's pretty much impossible to operate an event of this magnitude with these restrictions in place. 75 decibels, it's the volume of a vacuum cleaner or a loud conversation.
It's been drugged through the mud.
Lainey Wilson, the Red Clay Strays, and Kane Brown were supposed to headline. Country Thunder is accusing the city of creating safety and operational barriers and insists ticket sales did not play a factor.
If it wasn't an issue with tickets, we would have canceled a long time ago. We never want to cancel an event. We love Calgary, we love the city, we love operating here.
The teardown has already begun with crews shifting from setup to packing up. Mayor Jeremy Farkas calling the festival's concerns misinformation and factually false.
I'm not going to speculate about their business decision. I'm not going to speculate about the nearly record rainfall that's expected this weekend. I'm not going to speculate about reports on social media about failing ticket sales.
The mayor learned of the cancellation through media. Farkas says talks have been ongoing since January. As for the noise exemption permit for this festival, the city says the base level noise was lowered from 85 to 80 decibels, the same limits Cowboys Festival will have to abide by during Stampede.
I'm disappointed that Country Thunder blamed the city for noise rules that did not apply to its event.
Tyson Fedor, CTV News, Calgary.
Country Thunder officials said today that they plan to be back next year, but hope some of their concerns are addressed. Ahead of Calgary's Stampede next week, police are launching a new long-term public safety operation in the East Village and along Stephen Avenue. It's meant to deal with ongoing concerns about crime and social disorder, while also connecting people to supports. Kevin Green reports.
On the east side of downtown, the problems are visible and complex. For some people living here, the street is their home and it is not welcoming.
I shouldn't be here for much longer, but the time I have been here, it's been hell. It's pure hell.
You see all kinds of stuff. It's like a reality TV show or something like that.
Scenes like this, the flagrant use of drugs like fentanyl, are dangerous and illegal, and in the east end of downtown, one wrong word to the wrong person can get you in a world of hurt.
You disrespect me, that's an opportunity to take whatever in your pocket. Money, phone, whatever. This is the streets.
So it's no surprise that for those who live, work, or walk through the area, the concern is public safety.
Like, there's times where I am looking behind me constantly.
Police say their new Operation Restore will focus on quelling social disorder and crime in the East Village and along Stephen Avenue. It will see the same officers working the same areas for several months.
So it's a more enhanced beat patrol, if you will, with a better focus and with specific targeted outcomes, particularly to assist those in need.
Police say it's not just about enforcement.
The ultimate goal is the public safety piece, right? You have what's in front of you. You have what's driving what's in front of you.
Officers will also work with outreach partners to connect people with supports.
We'll never arrest our way out of this.
But Calgary's police chief says while the goal isn't to arrest people, officers won't hesitate if needed.
We will not allow social disorder and criminal behavior to define our city. To those that victimize others, We will not rest. We will charge you. We will hold you accountable. You are not welcome in this city.
Operation Order is already underway. Operation Restore, that's the one that's essentially the beefed up beat patrols, officially starts on Thursday. No end date has been set for it, but the police chief says it will run for several months. Kevin Green, CTV News, Calgary.
A woman suffered critical injuries in a high-speed crash in the southeast overnight. The SUV she was driving slammed into several parked vehicles. Around 3:30 this morning, it happened on 26th Street Southeast. The driver was taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries.
I woke up this morning around 6, just came outside, saw the debris, and I'm like, holy shit, but both of my cars got hit.
Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. We're learning more about the suspected shooter in the deadly Montreal attack. 25-year-old Seth Scott Hatfield of Lethbridge was quiet and rarely interacted with others, according to neighbors and classmates. He graduated from Catholic Central High in 2019 and went on to study philosophy at the University of Lethbridge, where he made the dean's list. Former classmates said he was quiet and introverted. Yesterday, Lethbridge police executed a high-risk search warrant in Varsity Village. Neighbors say Hatfield lived in one of the townhomes and his vehicle was also searched.
I interacted with him maybe a couple of times. He was, pretty remote. He didn't seem like happy or anything like that. He just seemed to be, he was there, but kind of like avoiding people, right? So
you always hear these things happening on TV and you never think it's going to happen where you live.
The investigation continues, but today Lethbridge police cleared out of the area that they were searching around Hatfield's home. Calgary Fire Department says an industrial fire sent one person to hospital. Around 5:15 this afternoon, fire crews responded to the 100 block of Freeport Crescent Northeast. They found heavy smoke coming out of a commercial warehouse and ran a hose inside to put out the fire. Investigators are focusing on a commercial oven, which was in flames.
So this oven, to my understanding, is about the size of a vehicle. So that's where the fire was contained to that oven. Our crews were able to knock it down, and there's just smoke extensively throughout the warehouse, so we set up some fans to ventilate it.
4 employees were assessed and 1 was taken to hospital. Canada's World Cup team will play South Africa next on Sunday in Los Angeles. That was decided today when Team Canada made history, although it wasn't the best case scenario.
It's all over in Vancouver. Defeat in the final group game for Canada, but they will advance to the knockout stages of the World Cup.
Canada made history getting a spot in the knockout stage for the first time in World Cup, but they'll finish second in their group after a 2-1 loss to Switzerland. Soccer fans in Calgary are still pumped for Team Canada. Jordan Canagan reports.
Across it goes to Promise David!
The scoring touch in Vancouver, celebrated by fans in Calgary. Thousands in the city joining the chorus of Canadians cheering on the nation's soccer team. While disappointing, the 2-1 loss to the Swiss isn't dampening the spirit or optimism surrounding the squad.
It's amazing. It's so fun. Like, I never thought I'd see this many people in one place for, like, especially Canada.
You know, I feel like it speaks levels to, football and how it's grown here in this country. Like, yeah, I feel like we've done really well, building that foundation.
The sea of red bucket hats, flags, and jerseys, a sure sign World Cup frenzy has taken hold.
Swept up in a fever is exactly it. It's really just kind of popped off here, more than I've ever experienced. 2022 World Cup at Christmas was extremely busy, but this is a whole nother level.
World of Soccer in Southeast Calgary has jerseys from dozens of teams. They can barely keep Canada's in stock.
It's selling off the shelf. The whole country is pretty much sold out of a home jersey. There's still some away jerseys that are arriving daily. We've got names and numbers going on jerseys. Fans are picking their favorite players, getting them added to jerseys. It's just an absolute buzz.
Turn around, show them what you got on the back.
Yeah.
We got some custom logos here.
Fans of all ages donning the red and white and trying out the sport that's already seeing enrollment grow by about 10% each year.
We have historic wins happening for our men's national team, so we're only anticipating that the interest in the sport continues to grow. We're continuously seeing year-over-year growth in the sport, and so we're really looking forward to what that World Cup effect looks like at the grassroots level.
Jordan Cadigan, CTV News, Calgary.
Danielle, ahead of that World Cup game, I saw a lot of people out on the pathways downtown, walking, running, biking. Looks like tomorrow morning could be good for that as well.
Yeah, tomorrow morning will be great. It's just that we won't have the amount of sunshine. And I would say the Goldilocks day that we had today. Today was all sunshine, temperatures perfect and right where we should be. It was a little breezy at times, which was welcomed, especially if you were in big crowds to celebrate and watch the Canada game. For tomorrow, we're looking at more cloud cover than sunshine, even in the morning hours. And by the afternoon, by 2, we have the chance of showers, and then we get into the risk of thunderstorms as well. That's at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So not as stable for tomorrow afternoon. The daytime high will be 24. More details coming up.
Thanks, Danielle. Albertans will be voting on several issues in October's referendum, but Calgary businesses are already weighing in on the idea of secession and how it impacts their future.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
Local businesses are sharing their concerns over separation. A poll conducted by the Calgary Chamber of Commerce shows nearly half of its members would leave if Alberta secedes from Canada. Moses Wildu breaks down the numbers.
It's a sunny day in downtown Calgary, but there are clouds in Calgary's business community. A new poll from the Calgary Chamber of Commerce shows its members are feeling gloomy when it comes to the separation talk.
We decided that it was important that we really understand both the impacts that our members were feeling by polling them.
80% of members who took part in the Chamber's survey say talk of separation is having a negative effect on the economy. Almost 1/5 of respondents say that they would cut expansion plans, and nearly half would leave the province if Alberta separates.
But when we look more long-term at what the impacts of separation could potentially be, we're looking at a $62 billion decrease in the size of Alberta's economy.
That would lead to a 6% GDP per capita drop, with 175,000 jobs potentially lost, according to this economist.
I find that about 900,000 people work in sectors that are dependent on exports, either to other provinces or internationally.
Let Alberta decide. The group behind the separatist movement in Alberta say the findings focus on fear and not reality, dismissing Brexit as a comparison, and an independent Alberta would be able to negotiate with countries like the U.S. But Trevor Toombs says the situation is different from Brexit in that it would pose more challenges for Alberta from interprovincial trade as well as...
The UK was its own country already. It had its own institutions. It had its own currency.
Given that we agree that it would be an economic catastrophe, why on earth are we even considering this?
Gil McCowan of the Alberta Federation of Labour strikes a harsher tone when discussing the separation issue.
You've got the business community and the worker and labor community speaking in one voice about the insanity of this idea of separating from the country. I think that should be a wake-up call for the Premier. She should take this damn question off this ridiculous referendum.
In the meantime, Calgary Chamber says they understand the challenges from a regulatory perspective over the past decade, but sees the importance of remaining in Canada.
Alberta is incredibly important to the Canadian economy and vice versa.
Moses Wildu, CTV News, Calgary.
The Alberta Federation of Labour says it's conducting a poll and will release its results by September. The organizer of a petition to ban coal mining in the Rockies says he's shocked by the Premier's decision not to hold a referendum on the issue.
She said multiple times in the press that if we got our number, we would be on the referendum this fall. And then within a day or a day and a half of us announcing that we had submitted 200,000 plus signatures, she did a complete 180 and said that it wouldn't be.
Country singer Corb Lund says he met last month with Danielle Smith about his coal not water petition. Smith said there wasn't enough time for the petition to go through the proper process before the referendum date of October 19th. Lund says he'll keep advocating for the coal question to be added to the referendum. Today was the final day WestJet flew between Calgary and 2 southern Alberta cities. In February, the airline announced it was ending its Calgary service to Lethbridge and Medicine Hat to save money. Lethbridge and Medicine Hat airports are now updating their master plans, telling CTV News they're staying optimistic about finding a solution for their residents. It's unusual for a big city mayor to regularly commute to work on public transit. But here in Calgary, our current mayor hops on a bus at least twice a week to get to his office at City Hall. Our Kevin Green recently joined him.
Being a transit user personally gives me a different perspective about the decisions we're making at council, particularly around safety, around the affordability of the fare, the reliability. Hey, good morning, sir.
Thanks. I knew it was probably going to happen one day, so I came around the corner and saw you all there, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
I think for me it's important if I'm going to be making decisions around operator safety, reliability, even the quality of the system, I better know what the hell I'm talking about.
Trying to engage a little bit different than previous mayors were able to.
I'm sitting right next to the mayor.
Hi, I'm Billy.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jeremy.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm sitting here listening to your conversation. I was like, wait a second, that's your I gotta wake up today. You know, like I take transit to work every day, so I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah, our mayor's taking transit stuff, so he knows what the issues are, like the train lines. I see him on the train. So yeah, it's really good.
I'm actually quite impressed, you know, that they're kind of coming to the people or being among the people and not necessarily somewhere in City Hall where you don't ever see them. So I think that's pretty interesting.
I'm a practical person. If it makes sense in my day, I'll ride my bike. If I need to drive places, I'll drive. And that's part of why I do these things, is kind of take the politics out of it, lower the temperature, connected to people, right? I get more from riding the bus for an hour from reading 1,000 Facebook comments, because it's mostly bots these days that are trying to screw us over.
SAIT is offering free cybersecurity training to small businesses and nonprofits. Funding from MasterCard means tuition will be fully covered for eligible participants. All organizations are susceptible to cyber threats. And SAIT says many small businesses and nonprofits are left navigating complex risks without the tools to support their needs. The 10-week, 80-hour course will take place at SAIT's downtown campus. Applications for the first course in September must be received by July 31st. Mount Royal University says it will be providing more regular updates about its cybersecurity breach. The university's webpage will be updated daily by 11 a.m. on weekdays, even if there are no significant changes to report. MRU's online services and information systems have been down for a week. The cyber threat is still being investigated. It's still not clear if any information was compromised. Now, if you like today's weather, you better enjoy it tomorrow morning, because we're expecting a lot of rain coming up, especially on the weekend. Danielle's forecast is up next.
All right, well, you could say Goldilocks weather for many communities in southern Alberta today. Lots of sunshine, temperatures where they should be. We did have a bit of a breeze in Calgary too, but in some cases where, you know, if you were watching the Canada game, for example, and all those people created a lot more heat, the wind was welcomed. Okay, 23 was the high in Calgary today. Mid-20s, Rocky Mountain House, Banff, up through Edmonton, down through Brooks, Medicine Hat. And on the BC side, temperatures well into the 30s in some communities. All right, Calgary saw the stronger gusts today, 46 kilometers per hour was the max, so nothing really excessive, but definitely on the breezy side. And we're looking at gusts returning again tomorrow, up to 40 kilometers per hour in the afternoon. And even all of southern Alberta could see gusts 30 to 40. All right, radar and satellite earlier today, we talked about Wednesday we'd get this development in the mountains, but then it's stable enough that it won't be able to track far off to the east and really develop. It really just fizzled out before it got anywhere near Highway 2. For tonight, we'll have some clouds build in. For tomorrow, it will be a lot less sunshine than what we had today. So we'll have cloud cover with some sunny breaks at times. And then in the southwest corner, we will see some isolated showers in the morning. And then by 2 in the afternoon, there is that potential. We'll have that develop right along the mountains, and then it will track off. And it has the potential to reach Kiwi 2 and Highway 2 in Calgary for tomorrow, especially especially by 2 in the afternoon. You'll notice the clouds really increasing, pockets of showers, and then thunderstorm activity is certainly possible by 2 and then 4 and then again at 8 o'clock p.m. Okay, Friday. Friday is when the next system really starts to roll in. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're looking at mainly cloudy skies, and we're looking at on and off showers for all of southern Alberta. It could be heavy at times. Now for Calgary specifically, while this is a little early and a little far out to tell, it looks like the heaviest rain will be at nighttime, Saturday night and Sunday night, and just isolated showers during the day. But temperatures will drop for the weekend as well. We just won't have very summer-like temperatures as we head into the weekend. So tomorrow again, some sunshine, but mainly cloudy. And then by 2 o'clock, the chance of showers, the risk of thunderstorms. Friday, isolated showers possible, but still in the 20s. And by the weekend, daytime highs just 17 degrees.
Thanks, Danielle. Children are often better at noticing the unexpected. This curiosity led a Calgary girl to a keen discovery of something long unnoticed, right out in the open. In celebration of National Indigenous History Month, the Workland Centre is staging a production called Echoes of the Land. It's an immersive experience using sound, with the audience even lying down and wearing blindfolds. The production invites people to reflect on our relationship with the land. Traditional drums are accompanied by guitar, keyboard, and spoken word poet.
It's almost like an out-of-body experience because they don't expect to hear what they're going to hear, so it's kind of like a jolt in the back, and then it's kind of a straightening and then relaxing into the sound. So you get startled at first because this guy is pretty loud. And this is steer hide on this guy.
There are 4 performances from June 25th to the 28th. You're encouraged to bring a yoga mat and arrive early to secure a floor spot. Work is being done to clean, stabilize, and restore some Calgary murals. These large-scale murals, painted by Robert Oldrich in 1974, are in the Plus 15 walkway on 9th Avenue Southeast. The conservation project is a partnership between the City of Calgary and the Glenbow Museum. A 7-year-old Calgary girl has made an astonishing discovery in a local playground, a fossil that's millions of years old. Alyssa was playing on the boulders stacked around a local playground when she noticed a dark shape on one of them. She knew right away that it was a sea star. The soft-bodied creatures rarely become fossils, so this is a very special find. Alyssa is a lover of archaeology and asked her family to contact the Royal Tyrrell Museum's experts, and they carefully removed the fossil and took it back to the museum, where it will eventually be on display. Thanks for staying up late with us.